friends, Janet the Moline Library here. Today we are going to make the do-it-yourself Perpetual Desk Calendars. In your packet you will have a board, some rings, a stand, the instructions, and the template. You will also need to have a pair of scissors, some markers, colored pencils, crayons, whatever you want. You can have stickers, glue, that's to decorate, and then you also need some sort of hole punch. The first step is actually just to decorate the sheets. It's probably easier to decorate them first and then cut them out, but you could also cut them out and then decorate them if you needed to do it that way. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I think I'm happy with the way that this looks now. And as you can see here, I have gone outside of the lines sometimes, but that's okay because we're going to be cutting them out. So that is the next step, is to go ahead and cut these out. Alright, and after we've got these cut out, the next step then is to take a hole punch, and you will see at the top of each one there is a very tiny little asterisk. That's to tell you approximately where you need the hole punch to go. It doesn't have to be exactly exact, but that marker will make sure that you've got enough room to get the ring through, and not so that it's not so close to the top, so it's got a little room to move, and also that it's approximately evenly spaced centered wise. Now for this set of numbers, there's a blank 0, 1, 2, and 3. You might choose to use the blank or you might choose to use the 0. I've decided that I'm going to use the 0, so there's really no sense in having the blank, so I'm going to set that aside. So go ahead and get everything colored and decorated and cut out and hole punched, and then we'll move on to the next step. After everything has been decorated and cut out and you have the hole punch at the top, the next step is to take these label reinforcers, and you're going to take each of the cutouts and around the hole that you have punched out, you're going to place one of these. Now this is an optional step, but because these are going to be getting used quite a bit, this will prevent that little hole that you have punched out from tearing as they are used repeatedly. Once you have all of those ready, you're going to get these into order. The way that the holes have been drilled onto the paper, you can either do day, month, and then the date, or you could do month, day, and then the date. But because I did have to pre-drill these, I had to choose one or the other, and I chose the small, and then the larger. Once you've got those all on there, you're going to take your binder clip, and you're going to open it up, and I'm going to double check my instructions to make sure I get this right. So when you have it that it's open there at the bottom, you're going to take what would be your left side and put it through. This is to make sure that the pivot point, the hinge, will be in the back when we're all done. So I've got those on there in order, and then I'm going to take that and put it onto the board. These can be a little difficult to get closed. You just have to kind of line them up. You might need to push them together a little bit, and then take that hinge and slide it all the way to the back. And you're going to do that for the other 3 categories as well. So now you can see we've got them all on there. Got that hinge turned to the back for all of these. That'll make it easier to change the date. And then the last thing that we have to do is just set it to the right date. So we have Monday, and we're going to go to September. And September 20th. And then we will set it up here on our little card, our stand. And there you have the date. And tomorrow we'll just flip it to the next one, and you've always got the date. I hope that you've enjoyed doing this craft. I would really love it if you would send me some photos, because we can't be in person right now. That I would just love to see what you've done. If you do have any questions at all, send me an email at molinelibraryteens@gmail.com, or give me a call at 309-524-2477. I hope to see you in person sometime soon.